Bugattis, Paganis, and Lamborghinis. Even quote-unquote cheap cars like the GR Corolla take more than money to buy.
Oh my, cars that cost a lot of money. But did you know this stuff right here is not the only thing that it takes to buy some very special cars out there? Trust me, I tried. So today on Blinker Fluid, we're gonna break down why special cars take special, circumstances to be new owners. It's way more wild than you ever thought possible. So buckle up and let's go. So you've got this problem.
You've got $500,000 just burning a hole in your pocket.
Well, what do?
Do you go out and get your favorite Italian stallion? What about a bull? Or maybe a stable of some of your favorites? I doubt you'd think to go out and buy a Ford?
Nope.
But Ford wants you to spend $500,000 with them and buy the new Ford GT. But of course, you know the gist.
So Ford won't just let you walk into any dealership and buy a GT. They want you to apply for an allocation. DDE made a video applying for a GT allocation. Stradman, well, he did the same thing.
And both, well, they didn't make the cut. But
freaking Supercar Blondie did get a Ford GT allocation. Incredible.
it feels like high school all over again. Even with all that money set aside, you can't just go in and buy a GT. The application process isn't easy either.
It is multiple steps where you have to submit a video and explain why you have a good relationship with the Ford brand. Initially, there were only 500 Ford GTs being built, and in total, they have built 1,350 Ford GTs from 2016 until they cut production in 2022.
But they received over 6,500 applications in the first month alone. So even if you had the cash, your chances were better to win the Powerball. Well, not really, but I did find it funny Ford wanted to know your social media status. If you didn't have that little check mark next to your Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube, chances just got slimmer. Once you work through the application and submit the video, you're forced to wait and wait and wait.
Until you received one of two letters, an acceptance or rejection.
Well, kind of like my prom date.
And even if you did, you wouldn't know the price of the car because, well, sure, GTs start at $500,000.
But some didn't get a standard one and were only accepted for special editions.
And special editions, well, they mean more Benjamins, like the Liquid Carbon Edition, which costs $750,000 MSRP. I mean, imagine expecting an invoice and getting bombarded with an additional $250,000 bill. And that's on top of the already expensive $500,000 you had to shell out.
Yeah, but if you were lucky enough to get your hands on one of those beasts,
Ford makes you sign a contract with your autograph, where they can require you to participate in events like publicities and promotional activities. The contract also binds you to not sell the car within 2 years.
and we all know what happened when that got breached.
Are you sure about that?
But the worst of all is that while you couldn't walk in and buy one, but you had the promise of a rare car with a very limited production, when in reality, Ford produced 1,350 cars. That's more than the total production run of the McLaren 675 LT and 765 LT.
Combined. So, is the Ford GT worth the headache in the application process?
Nope.
We just wish that we could walk into a Ford dealership with the money and buy one. The same goes for some Porsches. Hey guys, before we get into Porsches that take more than money to buy, I want to give you the secret sauce on how to buy cars that all it takes is knowing the right way to buy the car with money. All you got to do is go to the link down in the description and put in your name and email, and you'll instantly get access to our free workshop that goes through 7 mistakes I see people make all the time when they go to buy their car to make money on it. You'll go through the research, you'll go through the finance, you'll go through the purchase, and ultimately selling for a premium or the exit. And guys, this workshop is brand new and it's completely free. So if you want to go check it out, click the link in the description. And now let's talk about Porsches that takes more than money to buy. Let's go. So you want to walk into a dealership and plunk down on a new GT3 RS? Well, good luck. Porsche is notorious for not selling you a GT car without special accommodations. That is, unless you are on their special VIP list. So how do you get on that list, you ask?
Well, Porsche will let you in if you have a 918 Spyder or a Carrera GT. So spend $2 million and you get to cut the line.
Sign me up. This will land you on a very special list called the Porsche VIP program.
But customers on this list still have to wait months to get their car. Now, what if you can't afford a spot on that list and you still want a special Porsche? Well, you're probably thinking that you have no chance. But if you've had a previous Porsche GT or RS car, then you will likely have a better chance than any other schmuck with a load of cash.
The thing is that, well, dealers are only allocated a certain amount of special cars. So if you have a good relationship with a specific dealer on top of a wad of cash, you might just get lucky if the dealer gets a large amount of cars allocated to them. And if you don't receive a spot, then you're out of luck. Or are you?
If you've built up a good relationship with a good dealer, then maybe, just maybe, you could get placed on the wait list. Some people get all the way through the process and get cold feet at the last second.
That's exactly where the waitlisters come in. Now, I was just a waitlister on a GT car, and while you typically don't get the exact spec of car that you want, some lucky few get at least the make and model that they wanted.
This is, of course, after paying a hefty dealer markup to show gratitude to the dealer for finding them an allocation. But most that make the waitlist don't get that lucky. So, if you make the waitlist, you're much more likely to receive a car if you put your name on as many waitlists as possible. But even better is to put your name down months.
Or even years before the new model comes out. That way you put yourself on the top of the waitlist as soon as possible.
But of course, if you are part of the special Hush Hush VIP program, you probably won't have to worry about all that, but rather show interest in a down payment and you'll skyrocket yourself to the top of the list.
This secret special program gives you the allocation hierarchy on new models, special editions, or basically any Porsche that you want.
But even if you are in that program, you need to know that there are different tiers to it.
If you immediately flipped your 918, well, you were out. 6 months of ownership, you were allowed a 3-year pass into the VIP program. And if you owned your 918 for over 3 full years, you were rewarded with 10 years in the VIP program.
But the best part is that owners are notified of new cars before the general public knows about it. If the rumors are true, then there's only 600 lucky people in this Porsche VIP program.
And if you're not on the list, well, good luck.
It's just so unfortunate because Porsche makes a ton of really cool, unique, and special cars. We wish that we could just walk in with cash for them, but unfortunately, that's just not the case.
And I bet you're thinking that it's only expensive cars that you can't buy with money. But what if I were to tell you that you can't go to Toyota and buy a Corolla?
Say what?
It's true, you can't just walk into a Toyota dealership and buy a GR Corolla. As much as we would love it, Toyota just won't allow it. And it's not due to part shortages either. Toyota just doesn't want to make enough of them.
The thing is, who wouldn't want Toyota's new proper hot hatch? I mean, a small but mighty 1.6 liter 3-cylinder producing 300 horsepower paired with a 6-speed manual and all-wheel drive?
Having been flown out by Toyota and driving the GR Corolla, I have to say, well, it is a true pocket rocket.
But the problem is that Toyota is only making 6,500 GR Corollas off the bat. The demand is so high that even the VP of Automotive Operations for Toyota North America, Jack Hollis, said that there's just too many orders being taken at dealers for the GR Corolla. There were just so many orders being placed that they had to stop.
But why?
I mean, even the GR Yaris is getting a production run of 25,000 units. That's over 4 times as much. Or close to it.
So how come we aren't getting any more GR Corollas?
It doesn't have to do with supply chain issues either. The thing is, Toyota can make more cars.
But they just have decided not to. So how do you get a car? Well, Toyota is allocating their GR Corollas by regions and not specific dealers. So what's the problem with that, and how come you and we can't get one?
Say that you go into a dealership and place an order for your perfect GR Corolla. You might be put on a wait list for your specific options. You don't really know if your dealer is going to get your exact specifications because the dealers don't have any say on which vehicles they actually receive.
Well, you may get lucky and your dealer might get one, but it will be of random specifications and color. They'll go down their waiting list and ask who wants one, whether it is the preferred spec or not. So, good luck getting a smoke gray Morizo edition.
One company that wants nothing to do with luck is Ferrari. They just won't let you buy a car with just money.
Ferrari. It's probably the most notorious company that won't let you walk in and buy whatever you want.
You see that new 812 Competition in the window? Sure, it looks nice, but good luck buying it.
Ferrari, they just won't allow it. They are so selective on who can buy their cars.
You could have money, power, fame, and even good looks like me, but that won't help you buy your dream Italian stallion.
So to buy the Ferrari of your dreams, you need to prove to be a good fit for Ferrari.
How many Ferraris you sell this month, though? Freddie, the 80s are over. Are you trying to tell me these things are just walking out of the store?
It's really a who's who and who do you know type of game that Ferrari plays with each customer.
Now, you can go ahead and buy most used Ferraris, but if you want to go through the entire specking process for your favorite prancing horse,
you just gotta be on Ferrari's side. So, what does that mean? Well, for starters, you have to have owned at least 4 Ferraris. Yes, 4.
All of which can't have been modified, because these Modena machines are all magnificent just the way they are, according to the boys at Modena.
But if you do modify any of them, well, good luck landing a new Ferrari.
You're much more likely to land yourself a cease and desist. Ferrari holds all of its customers to a high standard, and if you're finally lucky enough to land your dream ride, you have signed a contract that you can't sell the car within the first year. And then when you do sell it, the dealer gets first right of refusal. That is, of course, if you want to land on their very special VIP Ferrari list.
According to the prestigious manufacturer to be on this list, you can't own any Lamborghini at all. But I think that might need a fact check.
Even if you own the most expensive and prestigious models. Another way to get kicked out of the club is that if you don't service your car at Ferrari authorized service centers. Not only will you be kicked, but your warranty will be voided and you will be placed on a list of people forbidden to buy a new Ferrari in the future.
Youch! This Ferrari blacklist grows each and every day, and you can land on it for a multitude of reasons.
From bad-mouthing the brand to modifying your car, you'll make that list, just like 50 Cent and Chris Harris.
But to buy a new Ferrari, the brand needs to like you. And if they don't, they simply won't sell you one. So if you've learned anything from this blinker fluid, sometimes it takes more than a fat stack of cash to buy a car. Place yourself in the right spot with the right connections and you'll be off to the races. Also, let us know if we missed any car or brand in the comments down below. This has been Ideal. I'm Brad, and go check out some of our other videos up here or what YouTube thinks you should watch down here. I hope that one day, you and me, well, we can buy a car that takes more than money to buy. But in the meantime, promise me one thing, keep living the ideal lifestyle.